Bit of a frog in my throat. One must have gotten in from one of the ponds out the front, one of the dams, and gotten into my throat. So we are in my beautiful little office today, and the reason that we are in my office is because it's a beautiful shower of rain outside in the garden, which is fabulous because we really need rain, I think, in southern Tassie. Our water tanks are only 3/4 full, and they're usually overflowing at this time of year. So we're all being careful about water in winter, which is a bit unusual. All right, welcome to today's live talk, which I'm really excited about. And today's live talk is about holidays from a replenishment point of view through a spiritual lens. Now, I must, confess this to you. I am quite the holiday queen. I love having holidays, and I have holidays continually, little holidays and big holidays all the time. I think they're really wonderful. And once you start aligning to the idea of having a holiday and having lots of holidays, sorry, that frog, you'll feel so much better. You'll have more energy. Your clarity will improve. You'll feel relaxed. Your stress levels will come down. And you'll just be a much happier, nicer, healthier person, to be honest. Holidays are fantastic. And in our daily lives, perhaps at the moment, we aren't encouraged to have holidays, or we might have the idea that we need to do a lot of something. We need to save a lot of money. We need to accrue a lot of time. We need to have the right place lined up. We need to have a house sitter. We need to be ready in some way before we can have a holiday. So we generally will work really hard before we will allow ourselves to have some big holiday at the end of that. But I am going to talk to you about possibly changing the way that you sort of think and see this. And I remember thinking, working towards that big holiday is okay, but it doesn't matter that we can't have replenishment holidays along the way. And what replenishment holidays do is they help us to make it better to get to that big holiday. All right, so before I talk to you more about having replenishment holidays, what they do, how they work, and how you can create your own replenishment holiday, like, right even today, without even any money or any spare time, we're going to start with a guided meditation. So, all right, so I close my eyes for this, and I would invite you to do the same so that you're not distracted. So just getting yourself comfortable, whether you're sitting down or standing in a line, or you're standing on the bus, wherever you might be, you're lying down, just coming into your body no matter where you are or what you're doing, just stopping for a moment. You may even be cooking or cleaning. Just pausing, coming into your body. And becoming aware of your breath, gently breathing in through your nose, down towards your feet, and exhaling through the nose, keeping the mouth closed, tongue to the roof of your mouth, the tip of your tongue, like that, just the tip of your mouth behind your teeth, following your breath. Noticing your body, noticing how you're feeling today, feeling your clothing on your skin, feeling the air touching your skin, allowing your shoulders to relax, your spine to strengthen and lengthen. Gently following your breath with every inhalation, allowing the air to flow down towards your feet, and as you exhale, releasing tension. Noticing your heart center, letting everything else go. Coming into this moment, to this body, with love and gratitude, knowing that everything is well, you are well, it's all okay. Everything is just as it needs to be for your highest good. Just repeating that thought to yourself, everything is as it needs to be for my highest good. So you can relax. Okay, so gently making some small movements, opening your eyes. Okay, doesn't that feel lovely? It's no wonder I start every day with some quiet time and meditation. Nice shower, nice green tea. Right, that was hours ago now. So much has gone on, but we're leaving all that's gone on this morning out of it. And we're leaving everything that's about to go on today and the week and the years and the decades, and that's how long we live, whatever, we're leaving that out of it. And we're coming into now, and we're coming into the moment of now. And we're going to be talking about holidays and replenishment. So when I say the word holiday to you, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Do you imagine yourself on an amazing beach somewhere with nothing to do and people feeding you lovely food and just relaxing and enjoying yourself? Is that big holiday that you're imagining, is it happening, somewhere way into the future, or possibly it's something you're looking forward to that you've lined up that's going to be happening sometime soon? Is that the holiday that you see? Or when I mention the word holiday to you, do you sort of think, oh my God, no, I can't have a holiday. I can't have a holiday. It's not possible. I have too much to do. I have the children, I have the animals, I have the property, I have my job, I have my husband or wife or whatever it is. I have my health, whatever it is. Do you think holiday, if I said the word holiday to you, do you just see endless obstacles before you can get to that holiday point? So you're not even imagining the beautiful holiday somewhere into the future. You're just saying, I can't even think about that because it's just not going to happen. There are too many obstacles. Or do you imagine when I say holiday to you, do you think, yeah, holidays are good and I can see myself having some kind of holiday and it's not too far off, but I have to do some things first? What I'd like to invite you to think about is this idea of needing to do things first, because I was very much like that. I imagined myself having more time and more space and a holiday and being relaxed, but I needed to do certain things first. And there was always something to do first. It didn't matter what stage or phase of life I was in, there was always something I needed to do first before I could basically replenish myself and have relaxation. So I'm going to talk to you today about replenishment holidays. So there are so many different ways that we can replenish ourselves, and it will depend on us as a person, the individual, and it will depend on our resources, and it will depend on what we might need. So what I might need to replenish myself right now is quiet time. What I might need to replenish myself right now is to just go out and see a movie with a friend and have some fun. I might actually need to clean my house to replenish myself. It may be that I just feel so overwhelmed and so far behind that I need to create the type of holiday of replenishment where I need to clean my house. I do this very, very regularly because having things clean and tidy and nice is very important to me. So I will just say, that's it. I'm declaring a cleaning replenishment holiday, and I'll just say, right, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I am going to make sure I'm going to get the house all tidy and lovely, and I'm going to sit back with a cup of tea and read my book. And by the end of that time, I am replenished. Some other holidays that I might have are, eating processed food, which which we don't do a hell of a lot of, and watching TV. I recently fixed a tea cozy that I'd made from a mother years ago, and it was all falling apart, the crochet and that. And she says, oh, do you think you could fix this? And I said, oh, maybe I could. So I brought it back from Queensland, and I bought myself a needle punch, for dry felting, and I got from some lovely felt wool from Beautiful to Sew here in Cygnet. Can you believe the sheep actually have names? So when you go to buy the yarn or the felting wool. It actually says, you know, from this sheep, so that you know that it's come from that sheep and that sheep's having a really lovely life. So that's the sort of thing I enjoy supporting. Anyway, so I bought this wool and I sat here and I just punch all day. I watched 2 whole series on ABC iView. I just punch. I ate popcorn, I ate toast, I drank tea, and I just made the most amazing tea cozy. And it was incredibly relaxing. I put everything else on hold. I forgot everything else. I just watched TV and punch, dry felted all day. There are so many ways that we can have a holiday. The main thing is that we don't put our holidays off to down the track, that we actually have a holiday that we need right now. So you might need a holiday today, right now. You might be feeling like, oh my God, I absolutely need to do this right now, but I don't have a whole day spare. I don't even have half a day spare. I don't even have 2 hours spare. And that is okay. It may be micro holidays count too, you know. So it may be that you can have 10 or 15 minutes. That micro, it might be that you have half an hour, and it might be that just taking your shoes off and going for a walk in the garden on the earth. It might be just reading your book. It might be cooking something, but disconnecting from the system, the habits and the flow that you're in at the moment, and just disconnecting from that for just half an hour and having a micro replenishment holiday does an awful lot of good as well. So now let's talk about when you have these replenishment holidays, be they micro or be they macro, be they massive, be they small. How do we work out whether we want to have that holiday on our own, whether that should be silent, what that looks like, or whether we want to have it with someone else or other people around? Now, it's an interesting thing when we imagine a silent retreat. Once again, we might imagine that as being at some lovely eco place away from where we are, quietly away from all our jobs and whatever. But that may not be possible. We might be limited by our finances. We might be limited by our time and our responsibilities. But we can choose how we want to be in our day. And we can, if we have that time of a morning where we stop, and we just tune in and we just think, what do I need today to be like? What do I need? Who do I need to be? How do I need to be today? We can actually change how we are and who we are depending on our capacity and the circumstances. For instance, there have been many times when I've just said, you know what, I am not talking. I'm not talking right now. I'm not going to talk. And I will be, you know, honey, you know, she's only 7 and she yaps all the time, and she asks for stuff, and the animals need things and people do things. But I have learnt a lot from husband Nick, who's very, very good at just quietly attending to what he needs to attend to without reacting and without feeling like he needs to respond straight away, which is how I am. I'm like, oh my God, I need to feed that right now. I need to do that right now. And I'll kind of like respond quite quickly. Whereas he's like, you know what, I'm doing this now and then I'm doing that. And I will get to that. But if it's not an emergency, it doesn't sort of seem to worry him. That might be a masculine thing. It might be his personality, a bit of both. I don't know. I'm not like that. So for me, it really helps for me to say, okay, I'm having a day of silence. I won't answer the phone. I will stay away from emails and whatnot quite a lot as well if I can. And I'll just be very silent. I'll go about doing all my jobs and I'll go about my life, but I just don't talk. And honey's a real thing for me. Like she will say da, 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 and I feel like I need to answer straight away. But if I can just stay calm and just say no, and I don't answer straight away, and then I wait a little bit longer, and then if I don't respond straight away, this is a really good thing. So I'll have days where I just don't talk, or even a couple of hours where I don't talk. Then I can feel my replenishment coming back, feeling a bit centered, a bit balanced, and I'm able to speak again. So, but then other times I need to talk a lot, and I'll have friends that I can talk a lot to, and I will go to activities, and I will, activities to me, like I love to go and see a good movie or something. Like I'll do that, and I'll be like, tat, 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 and it really defrags me, and it really replenishes me. And I might come home and I'll be, oh my goodness, I've done so much talking and so much activity today, but it was good for me. I needed to do that, and it replenished me. So the way that we can replenish ourselves isn't always through silence. It isn't always spending however much money to go to a nature retreat. It doesn't have to be that. Sometimes that's what happens and that's what we need. So I would say to you this, have a look at what's available to you right now. So when we're talking about having a replenishment holiday, have a look at what's available. Are micro replenishment holidays available to you right now, or can you have a macro available holiday to you right now? Whatever is available to us easily right now is what we need. It's what's being put in front of us. So I would encourage you to look at what's being put in front of you, what's available to you right now. How can you connect into what's available and make the most of it, rather than saying, well, I have this available to me right now. I have $5 and I have 5 minutes, but it's not enough. So I'm not going to use the $5 and I'm not going to use the 5 minutes. I'm going for the $5,000 and the whole day or 2-day retreat. I'm going for that. So I'm not going to take what's available to me right now. What's available to me right now is an early night. But I'm not going to take the early night, which is what's available to me right now. I'm going to take the week holiday. I'm going to hold out for that. When we do this, when we keep saying, no, I'm not going to take what's available. No, I'm not going to take that $5. No, I'm not going to take that 2 minutes. No, I'm not going to take that toast. I'm going to go for something bigger. I'm going to go for something bigger. Can you see how maybe when we keep pushing what's available to us right now away and we keep reaching for the ideal, we will become exhausted. We will become incapacitated. We won't have any capacity. We will become tired. Our nervous system fries. We actually need to start taking what's available right now. What's available to you right now may be some popcorn and a movie on Netflix and your phone and everything turned off. What's available to you right now might be a 10-minute meditation on your own in the sunshine. It might be a hot cup of tea. So I recently put a post on my Nala Pakana Lifestyle Mentoring, which is life coaching page, and it was all about glimmers. So you can go have a look at that post and read about that. It's about positive psychology and glimmers, and how glimmers really help our positive psychology and help our well-being. And I'd really suggest that you read that and have a look, because glimmers are so important, and our micro replenishment holidays are really important as well. So explore that in yourself. Maybe it helps you to write a list, if it helps you to sort of like calm down and be able to write and see that there and see, what's available to me right now? What's available to you right now today, within the next hour? What do you need to do to get to that? So you might say, like I've just done, I didn't want to walk back into that kitchen and the dishes and everything not be done. So I've baked a loaf of bread, I fed the animals, and I did the dishes. And I got myself ready, and I feel calm and ready to be here with you now. So that's good. So what do you need to do first before you can take advantage of what's available to you right now? Do you need to do a load of washing? Do you need to have a shower? Do you need to do the dishes? Do you need to feed a child or an animal? What do you need? Maybe you need to bring someone. I don't know. What do you need to do? What is causing you a bit of stress now that you feel you need to get done? Get that done, and then say, right, what's available to me right now in regards to a micro replenishment holiday? Have a look at that and think, wow, this is what's available to me. I can ring this person. I can sit in silence for this long. I can go for a walk here. I can bake a cake. Whatever replenishes you. So coming back to that word replenish, we're all replenished in different ways. And I would also invite you to consider that you are replenished in different ways at different times. So some people will say, I'm an introvert and I don't want to be noisy and da-da-da-da. So being around noise and activity and what doesn't replenish me because this is who I am. Yes, that may be the main part of it, but possibly there's part of you calling for activity right now. Maybe what you need to do is have a good time, is have some fun, is see a friend, is see a movie, is eat some yummy food. Take it easy on yourself. Maybe you do need activity right now, or maybe you don't. So it's about tuning into what you need where you're at right now and thinking and asking your body, asking your higher self, asking yourself, what will replenish me right now? Did you get an answer? If you ask, what will replenish me right now? It may be even picking up the phone or sending an email that you haven't spoken to someone you haven't spoken to for a very long time, that you have a bad relationship with, you have a bad connection with, and it's eating away at you. It's not good. You might want to say, you know what? What would replenish me right now is sending Teresa an email and letting her know I'm sorry and it's okay. What replenishes us is often what we need to get off our chest. And I know that I feel that there. I will feel like, oh, there's something there, and it may be some meditation. And once I do that, I'm replenished. Once I do the dishes, I'm replenished. Once I have a good time and a laugh, I'm replenished. Once I have silence, I'm replenished. It's about me knowing what will replenish me right now. So when I know what will replenish me right now, okay, it's going to be this thing here. All right, where's the opportunity available to me right now, which allows me to tick that replenishment box? Great. Do you remember, do you do any join the dots or join the picture with the word or whatever? So you've got your picture of replenishment, and then you've got the activity, the opportunity, which will help you to have that. Join the dots. There will be something available to you today which allows you to replenish yourself. I have no doubt in my mind that there is. If you think there's not, you may be doing the thing where you go, I have to do this first, I have to do this first, I have to do this first, I have to do this first before I can replenish myself. So put that I have to do this first thing aside for the moment and come to just, what do I need to do to replenish myself? What will replenish me right now? Put your ideas and beliefs around the type of person you are and what you need and what you don't need and who that needs to be, and put all of that aside and just come straight to what will replenish me right now. Okay, what opportunities are available to me right now in order to replenish myself? And sorry, a little thing in there, what do I need to do first before that opportunity is available? So here we go. What will replenish me right now without all the story? What do I need to do first? Is it the dishes? Is it have a shower? Whatever, before I can get into that and embrace that opportunity for replenishment. Then embrace the opportunity for replenishment. It may be a micro holiday or it may be a long holiday. So the way that I see holidays these days are times that we can put aside to allow something to happen. We could even have a woodworking holiday. So if there's something that you need to build or do, you might say, right, this day, this time that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set that aside. So it's about focusing. It may be about replenishing. It may be about replenishing the way of relaxation. So being able to eat lots of junk food and watch TV. Eat lots of healthy food. Eat no food at all. And you might say, you know what I need to do? I need to calm down. I need to fast. I need to not eat. I need to not talk. I need to be alone. I need to be quiet. I need to draw. The other day I sat in the garden and I did just impromptu drawing. You know, you have writing. He had done that. Do you remember that book years ago? It was great. The Artist's Way. I learnt so much from that book. So this is with drawing. And I sat in the garden and I just started drawing. I was just drawing mandalas and I wasn't thinking about anything or achieving a certain result or that drawing needing to be used for something. No, I was just sort of sitting there and I was just using different colours and different shapes and then sort of looking at it and going, oh, that's really cool. What's that saying? Oh, and the next one, without any thinking. I just allowed myself to just draw. Just draw. And it was so replenishing and it was so relaxing. It was such a beautiful activity to do. Maybe that's something you need to do where you could just sit down, go away somewhere and just sit and draw or just sit and write without any need to worry about what you're writing about or that there's any, just writing, just consciousness, just free consciousness, just writing and just thinking, how do I feel? How do I feel about that? What do I want? Just getting it all out. So holidays are really about everything that's within us, just getting it out. It doesn't need to be about going away and having another experience. How about we look at holidays and we consider holidays as being a time where we can release, we can ground, we can let things out. You know what is a really amazing grounding activity? Is sleeping, is resting. If you're feeling highly strung and fried, it may be that you're just not getting enough rest and sleep. It may be that all you need to do is go to bed early at night. Go to bed early and see what happens. See how you feel the next day. Allow your cells and your body to replenish. So let's end our little talk here. I look forward to any questions you may have. You can certainly send me any messages. I offer appointments Monday through to Thursday at 10, 2, 12 and 4. They're online. I will ring you via a WhatsApp video call or any other way that may work for us. I offer readings. I offer lifestyle mentoring, which is coaching. I charge $50 Australian. So it's very cheap and it's very easy, and you don't need to leave where you are. You might even choose to do it at a lunch break. Very easy. If you have any questions about today's talk or the services I offer, just send me a message. Just send me a message to say hello. I'd love to hear from you. Namaste. Let's have a replenishing day today, and let's all choose to do even just one thing that replenishes us. I'm about to go and have a lovely piece of organic sourdough toast that I baked this morning. I'm really looking forward to that. What are you looking forward to today that will replenish you? Bye-bye.